This is question 6 from the GCSE 2008 non-calculator paper. This rule is used to work out the total cost in pounds of hiring a carpet cleaner. Multiply the number of days hire by 4, add 6 to your answer. Here we're told that Peter hires a carpet cleaner, the total cost is £18. Now if we think about what's happened here is we need to work back to, so we're asked to work out how many days he hires the carpet cleaner for. Well, what has happened to the number of days? So the number of days has been multiplied by 4, then 6 has been added to that. So what we can do to work back to how many days there were is simply do the reverse of what's happened, just work our way backwards. So the first thing to do is the last thing that happened was add 6. So let's do the reverse of that and take away 6, and that gives us 12. Then the first thing that happened was it was multiplied by 4, so let's undo the multiplication by 4, and that gives us 12 divided by 4, and that gives us 3, so that means that it was 3 days higher. We can then check that by then using this number and putting it into this formula. So 3 multiplied by 4 gives us 12, add 6 gives us 18, and that is the amount that we're given here. So this must be correct. Part B. Part B asks us to write down an expression in terms of n for the total cost in pounds of hiring a carpet cleaner for n days. So here is our rule. So instead of starting with a number of days, instead of starting with a number, we're told that our number here is going to be n. Well, what happens to the number of days? Well, the number of days is, first of all, it's multiplied by 4. So we're doing n times by 4. Then what happens? Well, then we add on 6 afterwards. Now, how would I write this algebraically? Well, n times 4 I can write as 4n. Remember that we don't have our multiplication sign in algebra, and if we are multiplying an unknown value by a number, we put the number before the unknown value. So that means 4 times n, or n times 4, and then simply add on 6. So our expression would be 4n plus 6. Now if you got that incorrect and you need a little bit more practice at it, then pause the video now and attempt this question. If you got it right, move on to the next video. So this rule is used to calculate the wages for a paper round. Multiply the number of papers delivered by 0.2, then add 4. So part A asks us how much would Lewis be paid if he delivered 25 papers. So how much would Lewis be paid if he delivered 25 papers? Well, we're told to multiply the number of papers delivered by 0.2, so it would be 25 multiplied by 0.2, and then add on 4. So 25 multiplied by 0.2, that's going to give us an answer of 5. Then add on 4 after that, 5 plus 4, that's going to give us an answer of 9. Part B asks us to write down an expression in terms of n for the wages earned for delivering n papers. So again, like before, we start with n. What happens to n? Well, n is being multiplied by 0.2, and then after that we are adding on 4. So n multiplied by 0.2, add on 4. So our final answer here as an expression would be 0.2 n add 4.